I'll have to
We
go live.
we we should be Twan. I'm gonna kill you, bud. We should be live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Game Drain. My name is Matt. I do like video games. I'm here with my buddies Ham Solo, our days Mike. Twan is
What's
here
up?
too this
I
week.
am
Twan
here.
missed last week, so we're gonna start with you, bud. What have you been up to? What have you been playing?
Okay.
How's everything?
All right. Yeah. So I've been doing a few things. I've been actually been playing Final Fantasy 16. I started playing that 2 days ago. It's actually really good, honestly. Like I've been a little scared to start playing it because I heard about the whole issues with PS5s turning off left and right with like overheating issues and all that kind of stuff.
Feature, it's not an
So
issue.
yeah, exactly. So like I'm just kind of scared. I'm kind of looking at my PS5, making sure it's still doing all right while I'm playing it. Luckily, no casualties yet. So you know, yeah. And the game itself is actually really fun though. Like the combat is like pretty smooth. It's pretty much Devil May Cry, honestly. Like it was funny because I looked at the gameplay and I was like, man, this clearly looks like Devil May Cry. And then I actually heard that the combat designer from Devil May Cry actually worked on this game. So I was like, wow. Okay, so I guess my judgment was right. So yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of fun though. So a lot of
It's
fun.
good.
Nice. That's
And
good to
I also been playing Road Rash on the 3DO. So that game's a ton of fun as well. I've been wanting to play that for a while now, but I just wanted to make sure I had a 3DO before I played that game.
Yeah.
So I'm finally glad I finally
How much is that
did.
cost? Like, how much is that? Does that go for? Is that super expensive or
The
is that
3DO?
No, the game.
The
Road
game,
Rash.
it's like on the 3DO, it's like you can probably get it for around $70. It's
Holy
definitely
shit.
not. It's definitely not cheap, but it's
Yeah.
not like like from what I'm used to paying for. It's like it's doable because I'm used to paying like possibly even like $200 for a
Yeah.
game at this point. It's like my fucking perception of money's screwed up right now thanks to this hobby. So that's just what it is. Like I'll see a game for $50. I'm like, wow, that's practically free. So it's like it's
Funny.
fucked up.
That's fucked up. I love that.
It's like so.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean that's about it. I think at least from the top of my head. Okay, Mike, what about you?
I have been playing lots of Diablo. That's pretty
Yeah.
much it. I've been playing the awesome Trepang 2. Matt got that for me as a late birthday present. We both thought for some reason that was coming out around my birthday. I don't know why originally, but we did. And then that shit came out way later, but it's a very, very fun game. I'm very close to beating it. I'm pretty sure. Some minor things that I would change, but like realistically, that's a great game, and one of the better ones to come out in a while. But yeah, other than that, playing lots of Diablo, and that's all really.
Nice. Ham, what about you, bud?
Oh man, I've been playing a lot of Diablo lately. Right now, I'm playing some. Oh, let me turn it down.
What is that?
It's a classic. This guy right here.
Scarface on the PlayStation 2.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, Scarface is a great game.
The
I love
world
that
is
game.
yours. It's pretty nuts. Insane. It's like the end of the movie, but but if you decide to stay, but like not if you decide, but if he stayed alive.
Yeah.
Pretty dope. But yeah, a lot of Diablo for the most part is what I've been jamming. Lots of nights with K Mega, some with like Mike and Tom, and been playing with some other people too. It's been pretty interesting. Just hit 61 the other day. I think I'm getting close to 62 now, so I'm on my way up.
Nice.
Good shit, man. Good
Yeah,
shit.
every time I join the party, it's usually like 3 a.m. my time, and Ham and K Mega are deep in some sort of dungeon, just sweating.
Yep.
Good shit.
So,
Matt, it seems like you gave up on that game. What happened?
I didn't give up on it. I just got burnt out. I played too much
Yeah.
of it. I like
Hey, man.
and that whole last bit of the campaign, like, or the story, I guess, was really great. But everything, the technical issues I was having with it,
We're not great.
Yeah, it was not great, and it just made me burn out even quicker on it. I played a little bit today, but even then, after like an hour, I was all set.
Yeah.
But
Maybe it's just not your jam.
Yeah, moving on to bigger and better things. I mean, you spent a good amount of time on it, right?
Okay. Also, the amount of hours this man put into that fucking closed testing too. I'm not surprised he's burnt out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's
like how many hours do you think you put on that game?
I mean, if I had another monitor to turn on my Xbox, I could tell you. But I know it's
like estimate
at least 4 or 5 days at this point, probably more.
So like honestly, I would say like that's a person.
That's
that
still
liked the
a
game.
good amount.
I mean, I don't
keep in mind that game came out this month, so
yeah. So
like there's games that like there's games that I really like and I haven't spent that much time on, so I feel like that's a good amount of time spent on the game. You know?
Yeah, I'm honestly really what I'm waiting for is the season, because I also feel like if I play now, it's kind of just a waste, and I don't like that feeling. So I'm waiting for the season, which is late July, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And see, yeah, that's a whole month. So yeah, just waiting for that. But I mean, I still want to play it. I need to make a new character and everything, but I'll do that whenever that season starts. But wait, Ham, did you still have anything to say after that?
No, I didn't.
All right. Well, I mean, as far as myself, I've been playing. God, man, Fallout New Vegas. I also recently made a purchase of a 4070 Ti, so I've been playing quite a bit of PC.
He's a PC gamer now.
Yeah,
we lost him. Fuck,
dude, Mike. I told you this, Sam, but I was in a party with Mike, and Mike was like, "You're gonna get Cyberpunk on PC now, right?" And I'm like, "Nope, probably console." And he's gonna fucking kill you. He really wants me to get on PC, and I might. I mean, I will definitely. Just maybe not.
Just get it on console. Just get it on console.
I'll get it on console. You don't gotta worry about that, bud.
Just get it on PS. Better yet, but get on PS.
He'll buy it on console, but he'll play it on PC.
Well, here's the thing: I won't buy anything on console because I'll get that with rewards points. So Microsoft's just gonna get their own money back.
I just think that he can play on fucking overdrive, ultra setting, rage. It's just he has the Matt. I'm gonna say it. Your preferences are valid. No, it's
not the preference, Mike.
But I'm gonna kick your ass.
Series S, Mike.
Oh my god. All right, moving on. What's our first subject?
Better than your PC and my PC.
Oh my god.
First subject is actually, you know what? We're gonna start with let's start with Game Pass prices and Xbox prices raising. And I want to throw this to Twan because he's going to be most affected because in Canada the price actually goes up like $300. It's $2 in the US, but it's like $300 in Canada. So Twan,
actually, just earlier I was thinking about canceling Game Pass. I think this actually might make me do it. Honestly. So I think I might. I'm like, because honestly, the thing about me is like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even really use Game Pass. The only reason why I even have in the first place is because I just wanted to get gold, and I was like, you know what, might as well spend the extra bit for Game Pass. It's kind of just like a why not kind of moment. But like, I'm gonna be honest, like my backlog's already as big as it is right now. Like I own like over 1,000 games physically, and it's just like I'm not finishing any of this. So I'm definitely not really playing anything on Game Pass, right? So I just decided I'm just gonna cancel it, and like obviously I'm gonna probably buy Starfield when it comes out. Because I just want a copy, like a physical copy of it. So, yeah. So that's my thoughts on it right now.
Okay, so Twan is no longer supporting Xbox. He does not care about the devs. Damn,
he doesn't. Let him know. Let him know.
What are your thoughts on prices increasing? I know we kind of talked about this already on Bullsitting, but if you have anything else you'd like to add to it? Game Pass.
Anything I need to add?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's not fair just to add. Just to add. I might as well just say what I said there. I don't know. In my opinion, it's just a lot of people have been saying it's been a still for a long time. Now it is more realistic, and we get nervous now. Like I just find that a little weird, disingenuous, a bit. because everybody stood on their high horse and said how awesome it was just a little bit ago, and right after we get told that we have all these games coming and whatnot, it's just insanity now. So I kind of don't buy it. I like Game Pass. I still get a lot of use out of it, even with a $2 price hike. It's still paying for games for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, I get more value out of it than I would without it.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
understandable.
Definitely.
Like
So,
I'm not saying Game
Go ahead.
Pass. It's like honestly, even with the price increase, I feel like it is worth it for a lot of people. It's just for my scenario, it's just really I'm just not using it enough to really justify it. If that makes any sense,
It makes total sense, and I totally understand that. Mike, what about you, bud? Before because I have some thoughts on this. So before,
Admittedly, I'm wondering if I should just switch over to the PC Game Pass one because it's $10 and I get EA Play still. That's not getting a price increase because I imagine they want to try and get as many people onto PC Game Pass because I mean it's growing, but it probably could be doing a lot better than it is. So I imagine they're like, let's not rock that boat just yet. But I kind of want to keep Ultimate just for the fact that I do sometimes go on my Series X to play something online. It's usually an Xbox 360 game, but like I still use it. So, do I really care? Not really. Like my biggest issue, and once again, I guess you could kind of say, well, they didn't raise it on PC, but is the PC Game Pass app is a fucking abomination, and the fact that in general, that the fact I am technically still paying more and I'm still getting that subpar experience is a little frustrating because I hate that godforsaken app. But yeah, not really the biggest of deals for me, to be honest with you. And it's like as long as games keep coming and flowing, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. See, my whole thought is, and Ham hinted at it, people complaining now of all times. Like you knew the price hike was coming. It good news is they're getting it out of the way now, as opposed to, hey everyone, we passed the Activision deal. It's gone through and everything. Celebrate, but while you're celebrating, we're gonna bump that price. So yeah, get that out of the way now. And the good news is that if I'm understanding it correctly, which maybe I'm not super like up to date on everything, but I believe there's like agreements in place where they will not increase the price after that deal goes through for a set amount of time.
Okay.
So this kind of gets it out of the way now. That means, hey, if the deal does go through, you don't got to worry about another price increase for years afterwards, which is good news for everybody. But also, it's like you're complaining now, like now is when you complain about this. You weren't complaining about it being $15, like $2 less in 2022 when Xbox had historically their worst year of all time in terms of just first party output. Nobody really cared that they were paying $15 a month. I mean, I still thought it was worth it. I got Plague Tale. I got High on Life. I got a bunch of games to play. So I still thought it was worth it. But like, nobody was complaining then about the price of Game Pass. It increases $2 after they announced like 6 RPGs. And people are freaking out. I don't know. It seems
I think now, just to say, do you mind if I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think now more than ever, to be frustrated when we finally actually have content is
I know, right?
like
Yeah.
an actual steady flow of content, or at least on paper, it's a steady flow.
Yeah.
You're fucking out of your mind.
There was so many there's so many moments before this that were like appropriate to be discontent with things.
Yeah.
And
like
this isn't the moment.
there were so many times, and like I get it, like Starfield isn't out yet, and some people are like, well, the games aren't out yet, but I'm like, they're coming, and like they have to do it now. Like they kind of have to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is people just fucking overreacting, but I mean that's just me.
Okay. And do you think, a question to all of you guys, do you think at the $2 price increase, at least again here in America, do you think that is worth it? Like, I guess the question I'm asking is, what price does it have to be for you to go, okay, I got to actually think about that? Like, I actually need to think before I do that every month. What price does it need to be for you to think that?
What is the price now? 18 a month? 17 a month?
16 now.
Oh, okay. Okay, you go
If
on.
it was at $18.99 a month and they didn't have a yearly purchase option, then yeah, at that point I'd start to kind of like really think about it. Like you're
Sure.
like, that's getting a little close, and like I think like Ubisoft Plus or Ubisoft or whatnot is like around that price or something like that. It's either 17 or 18.99.
17.
But like if it ever like legit hit $20 a month, like 19.99 a month, then I'd be very cautious. And just like for instance, HBO Max, I believe their like highest tier premium is $20 a month, and I'm just like, nope.
Fuck it.
I get in, watch what I want to watch, and I'm out.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
And that's TV.
See, yeah, I get that. Definitely.
I think for me, like, if it once again, it depends on the flow of the release of content. I
Very
honestly,
true.
I honestly, I don't want to say I'll have no problem with this because I probably will because it really depends. Like, if the flow of content is like crazy, like it is like a AAA game literally every quarter with good Game Pass editions in it, like I probably would not mind the 20 a month. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't be happy about it, but if they actually are hitting that fictional one game per quarter like they've been wanting to do since like 2017, like I'd be less annoyed. But if we're having, and I know there's always going to be a down year though. I feel like that's always going to happen somewhere. There's got to be one year that is kind of the limp year. But like we can't, feel like we're just guessing all the time. Oh my god, is next year suck? Is anything even going to come next year? That shit needs to go away before the price changes. What the fuck? Before before but yeah, for me it's like $20 if they're hitting that whole one game, one huge game per quarter and a bunch of other things in Game Pass, I'm fine. If they're missing that and are asking for 20, I would have to consider either dropping down to the PC one or just dropping it all together.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah, but the thing for me is that like it's just like obviously like I'm thinking about just canceling right now just because I feel like I'm just not used. It's just like it's not a bad service at all, right? Like it's a great service. I could see it as that. But it's just for my situation, my situation is just kind of unique where I don't even like really play that many new games as they come out. I play a lot of older shit. Like my backlog is pretty much infinite,
Yeah.
So at the same time, it's like, I'm like, even then, like if it was like $20 like a month, I'd be like, yeah, fuck, I'm not doing it. Even just right now, I'm kind of just barely doing it. Like I'm kind of even thinking about it right now.
Exactly.
And this increase is probably it's this increase right now is probably going to push me over the edge, honestly. And like I don't mind buying the games as they come out. Like for Starfield, for example, I'll buy that day one. Even Fable, if Fable is good and it comes out, I'll buy that day one. Like I don't really mind. Like the $90, like I'm used to it, right? So, so I mean, like I really don't mind buying those games themselves. So yeah, that's kind of where I stand as of right now. So
my cap is a little bit higher than all of your cap. It's okay. So I kind of set a limit in my head of $25, and that's if they're hitting that is if they're hitting the game a quarter. If they're not hitting the game a quarter, then about $20 sounds right. Where that would be my limit of, okay, it's not worth more than that. Because at that point, if you're not hitting a game a quarter like consistently, then kind of what Tuan said, like the games I'm super excited for, I'm gonna buy.
Yeah.
It just like Game Pass kind of makes it so you don't have to buy it day one. You can wait for sales
Yeah.
and stuff. But like, I think my cap realistically is about 25. Once you hit $25, then it's like, okay, that's ridiculous. And like even with Activision and everything under the belt, that would still be kind of ridiculous at that point. But I mean, I don't think we're gonna be hitting that anytime soon. So
Yeah.
I'm not too worried
unless
right
inflation gets really bad, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna have to get super fucking bad. It's pretty bad now, but it's gonna have to get super fucking bad. But yeah, I mean either way, it's not a good thing that the price has gone up. I mean, I don't think anyone's ecstatic.
Honestly, I feel like most people were expecting it. To be fair, like we're kind of expecting it.
We're expecting it, but no one's. No one should be celebrating it.
Yeah, 100%. It's just kind of a way of life, you know. It's just
no one's pumped about
it. I don't think anybody's celebrating it. People are just like mad that people are finding value in it still and calling it a celebration. Nobody's celebrating paying more money. That's just not. Nobody does that. I mean, if you do that, you're lying to yourself. You're completely lying to yourself. No one's happy to pay more for a McChicken. No one's happy to pay more for a T-shirt. No one's happy to pay more for things. But if you are hungry and you still buy the McChicken, you need a shirt, you go to Target and get that same shirt that went up in price, you still see value in it. Doesn't mean you like the new price. You just see value in it.
Yep, 100%.
And that's kind of the healthy way of looking at that, honestly. But yeah. Game Pass went up in price or not?
Well, even the console
has it gone
itself.
Up yet? When does this go into effect? Because I was
looking
for that and I couldn't find that, honestly. I didn't know if you guys saw that.
I don't know, yeah. But I think even the console itself is supposed to go up in price as well.
Yeah, the console itself is actually going up in price as well.
Yeah.
And that is, did I read this right? That it's everywhere but the US, or is it the US included? I'm pretty sure, right?
I think it's everywhere but the US.
Sounds like a PS5 situation.
Yeah, and that's one of those.
Well, I'm glad I got my console then already, so I'm glad I got it already.
Right?
That's one of those things that's like it. I still don't like that. Like it's one of those things that doesn't affect me, but at the same time, it's like it's not. Good.
You never like I said, good. you're never happy about it, but like there, and in my opinion, for that, still value in it. Sure, absolutely. Would I still buy it at that price? Yes. Mm-hmm. Would I like buying something that I know was cheaper just last week? Hell no. I mean,
yeah, man. The way I look at it is, hey, my thing that I already bought went up in value. So, hey, man, look at it like that as well. It's a reason to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely makes sense. I don't think this is gonna affect like. Especially once Starfield hits, I don't think this is going to be really an issue. People are going to see Starfield, and you get Starfield, Forza Motorsport, and then you get probably Hellblade early next year. I don't think people are going to care once they start seeing the games. It's an issue now because we don't have them yet, but like once it starts,
everyone's not going to work. And speaking of Starfield, I guess we should move on to the next topic about a physical copy about Starfield.
Because that was a huge mix-up.
A lot of people. That's a fucking ruckus right now about a physical copy on Starfield.
Yep, I don't know if did everybody see this. I know it's one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like that's all
I didn't see it.
About. Okay, so
I didn't see anything yet.
Somebody asked Bethesda support Twitter page if there would be physical copies of the disc in the regular and premium edition. They responded no. The tweet was since deleted.
Yeah, like almost instantly.
And GameFly said that they'll be sending out copies, which you would assume that means there's a disc. And then also,
Yeah.
I think one of Bethesda's
Yeah,
account, I
I think
forget
it's
which
like the
country.
Spain. I think it was like Spain or some shit.
Yes,
Or
confirmed that there will be a physical disc in the regular edition and the premium edition.
yeah, but honestly,
will
I
not
still,
be-
way.
Yes, there will not be a disc in the Constellation edition.
God damn it.
yeah, they said it's like
son of a
engraved. It
bitch.
said it was like engraved or something. The code.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
that you get a code that's engraved in, I guess, the watch. Is it engraved? It
Or
can't be
it's,
engraved in the
it's
watch.
engraved in something.
Yeah,
Engraved
it's
in
a-
something.
That's
in
so
that
funny
thing.
because now Ham needs to find out what the fuck it's engraved in.
Ham just
yeah,
Ham
you
played
have to find the code
when it's
yourself.
box.
They don't even tell you where it is. It's engraved somewhere, and you have to like
Yeah,
hunt
like,
It's
for
what
a
does that
game.
mean?
it.
It's part of the mystery.
I'm sure they'll point right at it, but god damn
Yeah.
it, man.
Dude, what if
Fuck.
like the code doesn't work? Like it's like
It's redeemed.
not even like activated or some
it's,
shit.
it's already redeemed.
Todd Howard
Yeah.
redeemed it. Todd Howard playing your copy of Starfield.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
but I still feel like I don't know. Phil Spencer, someone needs to just go out and just kind of confirm, be like, yeah, don't worry, there is gonna be this because I know there's still confusion about
There
this
is.
whole thing. Like a lot of people are still like pointing at this thing because I think there's some other tweets that said there wasn't a physical copy, and like a lot of people just completely confused. Just a lot of people confused, on this whole situation. So yeah, someone just needs to
Yeah.
really just go out and just say it because honestly, even I'm still kind of a little like, is it really happening? I don't know because who even
Yeah.
knows? And the question is how much content's on the disc as well. Is it only gonna be like 10 megabytes? Who knows, right? So-
I don't think there's gonna I don't think it matters how much because you're
Yeah.
not gonna be able to put that disc in and play it because
Yeah.
it's already like if the PC specs are right, it's already confirmed that it's like 125 gigs.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna fit down a disc.
Yeah, they can't put that on a disc. So whether it's 10 megabytes or 50 gigabytes,
Yeah.
it doesn't
It's
really
not-
matter.
Yeah, because it'd probably have to be a 2-disc game at the bare minimum.
Yep.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do that, actually, probably 3 disc. at that
3-disc.
point.
They got 3-disc.
Which is nuts to think about. But yeah, that was definitely something that people were freaking out. And even when I woke up, I saw that. I was like, that's
Yeah, because I mean,
That's
I feel
really
like
lame.
Redfall went through a similar situation where everyone thought it was gonna be a disc, was just gonna be a code inside
Yeah.
a box, and then people, and they had to like go and confirm. Oh no, never mind, it's not gonna be. There's gonna be a disc, and they're like reconfirm it essentially. Because I feel like I don't know what it is with Bethesda. They always kind of like they kind of put themselves in that situation where everyone thinks that's just gonna be a code in a box, and then they say, okay, and it's not a code in a box, So
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't even think anyone's confirmed it as of right now. I still don't think anyone's has. I could double check, but I think all we have is that other one.
That Bethesda Spain account was the only thing that's confirmed. Like no one, Bethesda's official account hasn't come out. The Starfield official account hasn't come out. Xbox hasn't said anything. All we
Yeah.
have is the Bethesda Spain account. So it's
Yeah,
like,
hopefully we get more.
you hope they're right. I mean, I have no reason to think they're wrong, but at the same time, where's an official saying?
Like, are they just waiting
the
for us to
worst
open up
ones?
like, are they just gonna wait for us to open up the shrink wrap on this game just to figure out that there's no disc inside? Like, is it gonna get to that
Surprise.
point? Surprise! There's no game.
You just got pranked.
Yeah.
Press a button and it tases you. Oh my god! But yeah,
Yeah, this is
I thought
a
that was
game.
weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because when I saw that, I was like, because I still haven't even pre-ordered physical or digital yet. I was thinking
Yeah.
physical, and I saw
Yeah.
that, and I'm like, well,
Guess not.
guess-
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go digital. And at this point, I'm thinking I'll just put in my pre-order for digital. Honestly, I'll get the
Yeah.
disc on sale if it's there at some
Yeah.
point. But
hmm
I'm about to just go ahead and pre-order this, get it out of the way,
Yeah.
because I'm so ready for this game.
Doesn't sound like you're ready for it. You don't even own it.
That's a good point, Am. That's a good point. How can I be ready for a game that I don't even own yet?
Well, Ham, you got that collector edition like frame.
Sounds
one,
like
right?
he's ready for the 6th. He's got
Oh.
Game Pass.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Am,
He's ready for
not
the
on
6th,
first.
but he is not ready for the launch.
Well, I'm ready for the launch, Sam.
Oh man, well you
But-
could have fooled us.
Oh my god, Ham. I think you need to get ready for launch. Honestly,
I'm ready for launch, man.
No,
I'm
talking
gonna
about-
launch out my seat once I get an email from Best Buy saying that my package has arrived.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know what's happening. Twan's having a hard
Oh,
time.
sorry.
Twan's
Sorry,
fighting. Twan's fighting off an intruder.
Yeah, I know.
So I just dropped the screwdriver. It's fine.
What are you doing?
I'm just
He's
Twan's
fiddling
taking
with
apart
this.
his PS4 Pro.
he's repairing. He's repairing himself.
Yeah.
No, I'm just fiddling around with
Oh
this.
my god!
What's wrong? What happened?
What's that? What was that?
I keep
Yeah,
getting
what
hit by cars.
Nice.
What? We just the hell were we
Wine
playing
Giant,
something?
what's up?
Oh God, it's Mario.
It is Mario. What's going on?
How you doing,
sir?
bud?
Thank you for stopping by, bud. But
Yeah.
the thing I wanted to talk about so much that we didn't get to talk about on Friday was Indiana Jones getting confirmed as exclusive.
What is
for
exclusive?
Xbox. Yes.
Yeah, I got confirmed.
Oh,
Indiana
when?
Jones is
Since when?
confirmed exclusive. It was in the,
and during the
hearing.
court.
Yeah, in the court hearing. Who was it that confirmed it? Was it Matt Booty or was it Phil Spencer?
I think it was Matt Booty,
Yeah, Matt Booty.
and then Phil Spencer defended it the
yeah.
next day.
Yeah,
How
Matt
do you-
Booty confirmed. In fact, I'm gonna look it up while I'm talking and see if I can find the direct quote. But it was confirmed that.
Honestly, I
Indiana
called
Jones-
it. I called it.
Dude, I I thought for sure there was no way this would be exclusive.
And I think me and Ham were confident it'd be exclusive.
Yeah, I remember me being
Yeah.
confident about it. I know that for sure. If Twan says he was confident about it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he's gonna lie at all about that. But
Yeah.
I know Matt was.
Yeah, Matt
Oh,
was like
man,
fighting
I
against it.
don't
He's like,
know.
I don't know, guys. He's like,
I did not. And I thought especially because of the situation they're in with the whole
the
accident.
scam. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought for
Yeah.
sure it'd be like, oh, we'll just play ball with this.
God
And
damn it, Twan.
everyone
Sorry.
would get it. Twan, what are you doing?
Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna put this thing away. There we
Yeah. Goddamn.
Twan's juggling screwdrivers over there.
Like what the fuck?
But yeah, it's confirmed exclusive for Xbox and PC.
Let's
so that's
go.
huge, meaning that the deal, because the deal was already made before that purchase happened.
I think so.
between That
Yeah.
acquisition happened. So that means Microsoft went back, renegotiated. God knows how much they had to pay for that, but they renegotiated and said, "Hey, we're gonna just make that exclusive to Xbox and PC." And hats off to them for doing that, because that's honestly that's a fucking big dick move, and I did not expect them to do that. I did not expect. them
Yeah,
to
I don't
do
know.
that.
I feel like they need that. I feel like they're just like they have like a thing against Sony right now because this whole situation. They're probably like fuck them. We'll take that as an exclusive.
And honestly, like, good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them, because I feel you look at what Sony's doing. Spider-Man 2 is launching later this year. That's not
Yeah.
touching an Xbox.
Oh God, no.
That
Yeah.
is not touching an Xbox. So I mean, granted, Indiana Jones isn't exactly Spider-Man, but
Yeah.
it's a big IP. It
Yeah,
does
100%.
draw a lot of attention, and it's cool to see Microsoft actually went out and did that. I did not expect them to do that.
So what did they say? Did they just say like just casually mention it as exclusive? Like how did they actually go about saying it? Like
Okay, so Pete Hines was questioned as part of witness testimony
Pete
in
Hines,
the
that's
FTC
it.
versus
Okay.
Microsoft hearing today, with the FTC's counsel revealing that Disney had a contract for multiple consoles and that the deal was amended after Microsoft's Bethesda acquisition to be just for Xbox consoles. So I'm looking for a direct quote from Pete Hines, but that is the gist of it. Pete Hines was the one who confirmed that, not Matt Booty, by the way.
interesting. And you said Phil Spencer defended it as well.
Yeah, because he had to go up. That was on Friday, right? Right before the weekend. Phil was there, arguing in favor of the deal and everything.
Yeah, it's the first day one. I'll just remember that much.
Yeah, but yeah, Phil had to go there and not just defend that, but defend. There was a lot of people online saying that Phil Spencer was getting grilled by the FTC's lawyers, and I thought that was hilarious because
Yeah.
it seemed like
Like,
he was
oh,
handling it pretty easily.
100%.
I don't know. I wasn't.
He
following
was
too
getting grilled. He was definitely getting grilled with a lot of questions, but it was
Yeah.
mainly just the FTC not understanding how the fucking game industry works. And
Yeah,
it
it's
was
just-
embarrassing.
Yeah.
A lot of the things they said that their first off, their Google Stadia representative to show how dangerous Microsoft is to, or Xbox is to the cloud gaming, and they couldn't even they actually in their own testament against the deal made it very clear that Stadia was versing Xbox itself and not their cloud, meaning that it's the same market. They couldn't even prove that in their own testimony. Really, and I'll make it quick, the whole FTC thing in general. Oh, actually, I guess we should finish about fucking Indiana Jones, right?
Well, I guess I wanted to ask, but I know we got Ham and Twan's thoughts on it. They kind of expected it.
Yep.
Don't worry about
to be
me.
exclusive. Mike, did you expect this to be exclusive, or did you expect it to go everywhere?
I honestly never really thought that much about it. The only thing I said if it was going to be multi-plat is if somehow PlayStation had a marketing deal with it, but they didn't. So I imagine, I don't know how I don't know how that marketing shit works. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know. So honestly, I really didn't know.
And then second question, I mean, this is something we're not going to get from any of the information that we have right now. Just a general hunch from you guys. When do you think this game comes out?
2 years from now.
2026.
When?
Yeah.
Either
2026,
late
both
20
of you?
late
I think
20 either late 2025 or 2026.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 years from now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
I want it to be 2024 though, because I'd love an Indiana Jones game.
I mean, honestly, well, you got to think if it's 2024, we're kind of running out of time to see this.
True.
Maybe the Game Awards or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. Ham, what about you? When do you think Indiana Jones releases? Just a hunch.
I think it releases. Let's see, it's 2023, yeah, summer of 2025.
Yeah.
Summer 2025.
I'm thinking late 2025.
Alright.
Either summer or fall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Starfield-ish time
Yeah.
Okay.
for 2025.
That's what I'm thinking. I feel like 2024 is way too early. I feel like we have heard something about it by now. It feels 2024.
Yeah, same.
And
Like the platforms like weren't even like confirmed, So like it's like I just feel like it's a ways off, Well, I guess now they are, but it's like kind of like very low key confirmed, It's like not official, like a trailer and all that
yeah,
kind of
like
shit,
a lot of people don't know
Yeah.
that it's confirmed.
Yeah, like, I just figured out that about that right now,
Exactly.
I
Like, a
literally
ton
just
of
figured that
people
out right
don't
now.
know it.
Yeah.
And then I guess unrelated to Indiana Jones, but I kind of related. What do you think that we see? Like, if you guys are saying we'll see it late 2025 or summer 2025, do you think we have a chance to see anything else that Machine Games is working on before then?
No,
Nah.
No,
not a chance.
not a chance.
That's like expecting to hear something about Fallout or Elder Scrolls 6 before Starfield launches. Like, I just don't see that even close to happening.
Yeah, Fallout 6, so Fallout 5 will definitely come up before Starfield, 100%.
Mike, what about you?
About the launch of Indiana Jones.
No, I mean, like, do you think there's if it's coming out, what you guys suggest, like late 2025, 2026, do you think we see what Machine Games is working on alongside Indiana Jones before then?
Fuck if I know, man. I don't know how many people are on that team. I don't know how many people work at that studio.
How many people are on Machine Games?
It's not a massive team. It's like more than 100, but I think it's less than 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't think so.
Probably not, unless it's just a fucking teaser.
Yeah.
Okay. I disagree. I think we could totally see Wolfenstein 3.
They make Wolfenstein. Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
they do.
Wolfenstein's been quiet for quite some time now.
You said
I don't know.
Young Blood, I think. That was the last game we had, right?
No, I still don't think so.
And the reason I say that is because Pete Hines confirmed, like, back in 2019 that game was in development.
Oh,
and
yeah,
sure, they probably put it on hold for Indiana Jones, but put it on hold. You have if you have a team working on it at all, which maybe you don't, but if you do, I don't think it's unreasonable to suggest that you can work on both games, two separate teams, and one of those comes out before the other one.
Yeah.
I think it's possible. I mean, I'm not gonna get my hopes up or anything.
I
but
still want to know if that game is third or first person. That's like the $1 million question right now.
That's
for
a
Indiana
huge
Jones.
question for Indiana Jones. Wasn't
'Cause
there a
I-
report that it was like a mix, or was that just speculation or something? Like
I have no
when it first
idea.
announced?
I feel like they'd want to go for more of an
My audio's
Uncharted.
low?
Oh, I feel like your audio is fine. I don't know, but that's
I
just
just
me.
turned it up. It should.
Jesus Christ, you're loud now.
Am I really?
No, you're kind of fine.
No,
now.
you're fine.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
But
Mike's dramatic.
Oh my god.
But I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like they would
I'm
want to
right.
go for more of an Uncharted feel. So I feel like they'd want to make it third person. At least that's what I think.
They're gonna replace Indiana Jones with Nathan Drake.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep. It's gonna be called Charted. They're not even gonna call it Indiana Jones. It's just gonna be called Charted.
Right.
All right, but Mike, you were hinting at FTC stuff, and because I haven't been keeping up with the FTC stuff, you really are the one that has been keeping up with it in any way, shape, or form. So, what's been happening? Because all I've seen is funny quotes.
Yeah, so realistically, right now, Microsoft, FTC are in court, injunction, I believe it's called. Basically, FTC is suing to block the deal in front of a judge. A judge has to, either. Basically, this is the final. I'm not a fucking lawyer, so I won't get really that deep into the legal weeds of it. It's just some hypocrisy that I want to talk about for a
those
moment.
weeds, Mike.
Basically, both Microsoft and the FTC are presenting their information in front of a judge, being grilled by lawyers of both sides, and we're just kind of waiting, but we're watching along the way. We're getting some real spicy bangers and some very fucking dumb ass takes, or I guess their lack of understanding of the gaming market as a whole, and some of the things that they especially yesterday, or not yesterday, day 2 of the trial, they asked Phil Spencer is actually fucking insane. Some of the things they've asked, like, would you sell if you had, like, to keep your promise of keeping Call of Duty on PlayStation? Would you sell it for $0? And even the judge said they're not going to do that. She actually ended up. She's like, and she ended up saying no, keep moving because of that. No one in their right mind. Sony is not sending them dev kits. Sony is not trying to play ball with them in any sort of way. We found out about that. For Minecraft. If Sony really, really cares about, if this is really about the consumers, they'd also be probably raising the question of why isn't Sony sending out dev kits to make sure their consumers on their platform get good versions of these games. It's not up to Microsoft to, like, grab freaking Sony by the hands and be like, all right, we're doing this shit. Like, Sony has to come up now to the table. Just because they're scared of, they're going to have our information about the PS6. They're going to have all this. That's completely on them. That is 100% on them. That is not about worrying about survival in the industry. That's just them being greedy asswipes, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying Microsoft doesn't do the same shit, but that to me is just them being completely greedy and just not willing to work on anything but their terms. And that's why I want this deal to go through, is because they're just so used to doing everything on their terms. They are the market leader. For God's sake, they had to give Activision extra money because they might have actually pulled Call of Duty from Xbox, and people saying, how's that PlayStation's fault? How's that PlayStation?
Huge.
Yeah, it was like a whole blackmail or some shit. Like,
no, not blackmail.
That was like the most interesting part.
It's like extortion.
Everything.
Extortion. I guess that's a better word for it. Yeah.
And the wild thing is, everyone's like, how's that PlayStation's fault? How's that PlayStation's fault? So I'm like, on a surface level, not really 100% all their fault. They're not. But when you're the unattested market leader that is never being tested in any single way, everyone that you can see when they get these deals, they don't have to pay as much because they have a bigger install base. They're going to get that money back. Xbox, maybe. I mean, Nintendo is Nintendo. They live in a fucking different world over there in Nintendo land. But Xbox would probably essentially have to double that just to have the right to even the chance to sell it. For God's sake, they weren't even able to advertise that game in any way that makes it looks like it plays better on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did you see that part in the whole? It's a very, pardon me. It's, I don't know. Personally, I see a lot of people saying, "Well, Microsoft are dangerous because they're hearing all these rumors of of games being exclusive. They go and buy them." Like, because that's literally the only feasible and like economic, sane way to deal with it.
Yes.
They can't afford to just try to keep outbidding Sony's smaller deals. They can't keep
Zonies.
doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't. That's not feasible.
Yeah,
It doesn't
because
make sense.
because you look at like Final Fantasy 16, there's no way like Microsoft would have to pay the same amount Sony paid to keep
Not a
Oh,
chance.
yeah.
that. It'd be probably been like double the money or some shit.
Probably
You know?
At
double, and
least.
they'd have to
Yeah.
probably aid with development. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and one thing that really kind of cracked me up is at one point the FTC lawyer asked Phil Spencer, at any point in time, I'm just going to summarize, do you think this deal is going to help get Xbox out of third place? And Phil Spencer replies with our vision of the ABK deal, no, that's not how that really works. We're not expecting that. And he says, oh, so this is all a write-off then? And Phil replies, I don't understand what you mean by that. Like, for some reason, all this seems like, and I'm not saying there's no genuine generosity. It's not genuine at all, but there's some really snake oil shit going on with how this whole, like, for God's sake, the FTC mentioned like Sony and PlayStation, like I think it was like 70 times the other session, and consumers like 11. You can make the argument that PlayStation is the what the fuck. That loud noise outside. That PlayStation is the market leader. So ideally, you're probably going to say PlayStation a lot because they are the market leader. But however, when the FTC acts like they're starting to try to make deals on Sony's behalf, can you swear to me under oath that this game's going to go here? Will you swear to me under oath that this will be here for $0 if need be? Will you swear to me under oath? It's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
That isn't protecting consumers. That's protecting a fucking company that's literally in first place all around the world.
Yep.
And I don't know. That is really slimy to me.
Mm-hmm.
At least the way they presented that is incredibly slimy, and I fucking don't trust them as far as I can throw them after that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. I'm not saying like they're like some like fucking PlayStation fanboys. That's not
Could you
PlayStation
imagine?
fanboyism.
Yeah.
It's fucking everything scummy that comes with politics and money. But
I
yeah.
I don't think it's anybody being a fanboy. I think PlayStation I feel like these people are kind of just uneducated on
Yeah.
that
100%.
on the actual industry, and
100%.
because of that, PlayStation did a really good job selling fake concern,
Yeah.
and now these people are concerned for what they think is real.
Mm-hmm.
So they're bringing it up, and they're kind of finding out or kind of figuring it out in real time. Granted, I'm not nearly as up to speed with it as you are. But you read some of these quotes, like asking Sarah Bond, so in order to play cloud games on my PC, I need to have a Windows key.
Yeah.
And she's just like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know how you got your information to think that was a valid
A
question.
gotcha. That was going to be a smoking gun.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing, is everything they've asked that they think is going to be. They thought they were going to get Phil Spencer to swear under oath to say Call of Duty will not just only keep coming to PS5, but to also come back and clarify that, I mean, every single PlayStation, as long as Sony works with us to just allow to get it out onto it.
Yeah.
Like, they thought they were going to get a smoking gun with that. They thought they were going to get a smoking gun with Diablo. It's fucking insane, dude. They think
Didn't they even ask why Halo is exclusive? I'm pretty sure.
I did see something like that.
And I think Phil
that's
responded. And then Phil responded the same reason why God of War isn't on Xbox or some shit like that.
That's fucking hysterical if he did.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the thing. It's just a bunch of people that don't know enough about the industry trying to talk about the industry, and not even talk about the industry. Try to like pretend they're important in this industry or pretend they're knowledgeable, but realistically, I'm not going to go over like the whole quote about like Phil Spencer comparing the the fucking acquisition to buying a house, which is a brilliant fucking comparison how he did it. Like it was crazy. Like
Yeah, not because it was like not money spent. It was like money.
Yeah, like we're like
invested,
investing,
right?
like we're investing
Yeah.
in this. Like this is like we're not just spending it and it's going away. Like we're gonna get this back. This is like it's and that kind of like fucking like flabbergasted the FTC dude. It's like they're not paying attention to what Microsoft has been saying this entire time, that it's not about the console space. Yeah, there's things that's gonna benefit the console space, but it's about literally everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just shows that they just don't know what the fuck they're talking about more so than anything.
I mean, I agree with that. I'm kind of, at this point, I've kind of tapped out on the whole FTC thing. It's like, I get on Twitter every day, I see a funny quote, and I laugh. But anything further than that, I'm just so far tapped out on this. I don't think I haven't made a video talking about the acquisition since like probably March, maybe February. Whenever that last like news that the CMA blocked it, whenever that was, whenever I made the thumbnail and I was like, it's approved, and then like it's blocked.
I remember that. I messaged you so fucking fast, dude, when I saw that. I was like,
and I was like, I might leave that up, and then I was like, I can't do that. That's terrible. But yeah, that, I mean, it's weird. Hopefully it doesn't go on for much longer, because I'm ready for this.
Oh yeah, like I'm it's been how, it's like 2 years, I think. Like 2 years it's been going on for.
What's crazy is I don't remember if this started in 2021 or 2022. I'm pretty sure it's beginning of 2022.
No, it was 2020. Yeah, it was the beginning of 2022.
Yeah, man, it just feels like a blur. Just fucking,
It does, and that's the problem. I really thank you, Ham, for clarifying that, because I really didn't remember, honestly. It's been going on for too damn long. That's
for all I know, it could have been going on for like 4 years. For all I know, that's what it feels like, at least.
Right. I'm ready for it to be done, much like everybody else. But
I want like another 6 months. It'd be kind of fun to talk about it some more.
To just
you might be getting that with the CMA shit.
Carry you into Starfield. Carry you into Starfield.
Nah, I don't know what Starfield has to do with it.
Well, something to just carry you into Starfield. Once you get into Starfield,
I wanted to carry me into Fable.
Dear God.
Oh God.
No, never.
You're in for the long run. You're in for the long run.
Talking about 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, bud. Let's go.
I'm not ready for that, dude. You
better buckle up.
You imagine if after this, Microsoft just gets ready and tries to buy Ubisoft, and we do it all over again?
Oh, good lord!
Some dumb shit.
Who would you think would be the next set of people? Like
I don't want to. I mean, thing is, I get why buying publishers is a thing. If they did, I don't want to. All I really want is for them to buy Techland. That's the only studio I want. That's all I need. Just buy Techland. That's all I ever asked for. But instead, we should
get Square Enix.
Oh,
yeah, could you imagine? Oh my God, we wouldn't hear the end of that.
Dude.
That'd go on for like 5 years. That fucking like.
You get a bunch of people online saying that Square Enix betrayed PlayStation.
Yeah.
Just giving a bunch of takes.
Wasn't that a thing where something like, remember that happened with like a Final Fantasy game? You remember that old meme? Remember that old
it fall for the 360, right? For Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the Japanese Honor.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, the guy like made a rant that was just showing up on Xbox.
Like it's blasphemous. Then Japan won't forgive easily. It was that deal.
Yeah. That was like I think he was being like, I think that was satire. I'm pretty sure though.
No, I'm pretty sure it was, but that shit was funny. People thought it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But it was also something like Ham said for Kojima. I'm pretty sure that was with Death Stranding coming to Game Pass for PC, right?
Well, I mean, even the exclusive Xbox game he's making as well, right?
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, even whenever the Death Stranding came to Game Pass for PC, I saw takes like that. I mean, then we all know what happened whenever they announced that game for Xbox. I mean, still technically haven't even announced it. We just know that he's working on something.
Yeah, we just know it exists,
Yeah. It's a game that will come out at some point. That's all we
really
know.
Yeah.
Is it really a game or is it an experience?
Yeah.
It's
gonna be a new type of game.
It's a VR video.
Yeah.
It's just a video you watch in VR.
Yeah, through the internet. Oh man, actually, Yo, man, I hope my internet gets better for when this game releases because I might not even be able to play it with my internet.
Yep.
You know, if it's a cloud-based game.
They're
You
going to be
know?
leveraging the cloud. It's going to be an entirely online experience.
Yeah, DRM and everything, all that good shit.
Kojima's basically what he's doing is he's building World of Warcraft. He's remaking World of Warcraft for Xbox. It's going to be terrible, and I can't wait. But I'm interested to see what it is. It's just God knows whenever.
And I know a lot of people like to point to Sega when it comes to Xbox buying a new studio. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably the only publisher I think that would make sense for Xbox to even try to go after this.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the OG Xbox is basically the Dreamcast too. You know.
Yep.
So it kind of it's becoming full circle. Sense. You know, it go full circle if they bought Sega.
I just don't want to deal with this again. That's all. I'm just done with it. Right for it to be over. But I mean, that kind of brings us to the end of our topics. Honestly, we kind of zoomed through them. Honestly, I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to add to the show. We're like an hour early.
Yeah, holy shit! Where
is it? The 9:14.
It's 9:14 over
here. The main thing I wanted to bring up was obviously the Starfield thing, but we already talked about that.
Yeah,
I feel like there's another thing I'm forgetting.
I was ready for that to be a much bigger topic, but like once the Starfield Spain account, or not Starfield, but the Bethesda Spain account came out and said what they said, I was like, I feel like it's like a 60%, like a 70% chance that this disc exists. I feel like it's more likely that it exists than it doesn't exist. I think it's a given as long as GameFly is telling people that they're going to be supplying the game to them. I think it's kind of a given.
I just saw. I'm seeing more accounts saying the game is going to have a disc. I don't know. I think it's going to have a disc at this point. The GameFly, other like rental services, other people with ties to selling games or people that sell them saying it's going to have a disc, but we just don't know how much is going to be on that disc. That's basically
Yeah, some of those things just gonna be the logos and shit. And
yeah,
like I think Howard. Yeah, just on. Could you imagine that? Just a fucking 4K image of Todd Howard, and that's the only fucking thing on the disc.
You put the disc in, and it just brings up a JPEG on Howard's face. But
it's like worth like 100 megabytes of space. Just.
I honestly think it's kind of like. Obviously, you want a disc, but I kind of think it's a non-issue because the game's so big, you're not going to be able to do anything with the disc anyway.
I mean, as long as it's not a one-time use code, I'm fine with it because at least I could hand it to someone and they could play it. You know, it's not like, oh, sorry, I already redeemed the code, you can't. You know, at least they could still put it in their console, they could play it, and all that good shit. So at least
yeah,
right.
I don't even know how that would work. Honestly, that'd be interesting, but we'll see. I mean, it's not long to wait until we get to the release date. Thank God.
Well, they better clarify it soon because, like you said, we're pretty close to the launch.
We're getting close, man. And you're still not ready, bud.
I'm ready to launch you into the sun, bud. That's what I'm ready.
You're about as ready to launch me into the sun as you are to play Starfield.
Wait, so it's only
very ready.
Wait, is it 2 or 3 months now?
Yeah,
I think it's almost like 3 months. I think we're like 3 months.
That's 3 months. Yeah, it's about 3 months. It's not long,
man.
It's right at the start of September, September 1st, bud.
Yeah, man, it's coming.
It's basically 2 months. I'm calling it 2 months. That's what I'm doing.
Don't call it 2 months.
I am.
No.
It's 2 months.
No.
2 months until release.
You know what it's really 2 months from? Playing Immortals of Avium.
Yep.
Oh, let's go.
That's true.
Which that game got delayed, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, to August. Fuck.
I'm fine with
August
that
22nd.
I'm fine with that delay.
I'm not.
Because okay. I say I am.
I'm fine with it in the sense of development. The developers doing it because that's their first game. So they have to protect their.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
They can't roll out looking like a fool.
Yeah. Also, you look at those PC spec requirements, and you're just like, God damn, I don't they're talking about having a performance mode on console, and I'm just like, how?
Yeah.
How? Because they're talking about they're recommending a 3080 12 gig.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For that's just your recommended specs. So I
Oh my
mean,
god.
get some more optimization on that. Get it ready for people to play. I'm excited for it. I mean, I think they already confirmed the length of that campaign for Immortals is like 25 hours or something. About
Mhm.
25 hours.
Nice.
So, I mean, a nice single player campaign, first person game to play would be fantastic to end the summer. And then going into Starfield, that would be perfect. But yeah, that is the end of our topics for today. Like I said, unless anyone else has anything they want to add, we can wrap up early.
But there was one thing. Oh fuck! I just had something in my head right now, and it just left. Hey man, you know when you're trying to
That
think of
screwdriver?
something.
Game Pass.
Game Pass. What about? So yeah, I don't know. Like oh man, when is my Game Pass expiring? I gotta think about that now.
Twan checks. He sees his Game Pass doesn't expire until 2026.
Yeah, I just bought like fucking 3 years of advance. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people are gonna start doing that now, where they're gonna just buy a bunch of Game Pass like gift cards and shit, and just try to load them up before the price hike shows up.
Yeah,
You
as
know?
soon as they announced it, I added another 3 months to my account for
Yeah,
like $30 off of a key site.
yeah, nice.
Probably do it again too.
Honestly, just fucking load it up, get like 5 years worth, and boom, you're good for a good while. You know, just
Yep, that's what I plan on doing. Take advantage of that system.
because I know
But,
a lot of people did that when PlayStation Plus was going up in Canada
Yeah,
because of the
Bill-
taxes and shit.
Bill and Mike did that, didn't they? Didn't you?
Yeah.
Mike.
I kind of just dissociated. What did I do?
No.
What did I do?
You took over PlayStation headquarters. No, you you loaded up on PS Plus with Bill.
when
Yeah.
they were
They
gonna raise the
announced.
price, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the fucking family plan, man.
Oh
That's
yeah,
something we
It's
need to
that
hear about.
right. Yeah, we don't even know about that, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
like
like-
launched in like so many countries except the one that matters. I'm just
So,
kidding.
My
so are they gonna
God.
So are they really gonna just
Goodness
launch that
gracious.
before the price hike, or are they gonna launch that after the price hike? Then, like, how is that gonna work?
I don't know, but they should announce something soon.
Isn't that
Yeah.
only actually released in like 3 countries or something like that? It's weird. It's like it's not even like in a lot of countries. It's only
Like,
No,
where
it's
is it
not
right now?
many
Is it in
countries.
Canada?
No,
Is it
it's
in
not.
Canada?
No,
Fuck.
it's not. It's not okay.
it's in
Want to
like
rub it in?
Ireland. That's all I know.
It's in
Maybe England.
Ireland and 2 other places. I want to say like it's like in Sweden or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Who knows, honestly? But
Who knows?
like I said, we can wrap this show up early. We can go ahead and get out of here. But start with the intros. Or goddamn intros.
Yeah, let's
Could
just
you
we're just
imagine?
getting started, guys. We're just getting started.
We're getting started with the intros an hour and 20 minutes into the podcast. Let's get into the outros. Mike, start us off, bud.
I'm just you can find me here next week, and
Yeah.
I sometimes stream on Twitch at Hard Days Mike, and that's really it all from me.
Alright, I'll
And
go.
you can find him on Twitter at Matt Likes Games. Twan, go ahead.
Okay. You can find me here on this show every Sunday. You could also find me on Twitter at It's Me Twan. Hopefully next week I could get my camera going, but my internet's just so bad right now. I don't even trust putting my camera on because I don't think my internet can handle it. So yeah, hopefully next week it'll get better.
Next year.
Or honestly, it'll probably take that long. Honestly, like real talk, but
Hopefully
we'll
next
see.
year Twan will figure it out.
Yeah, maybe we'll switch to Bell or something, you know. But it's just so bad. But anyways, Ham, you're up.
Yep. You can find me other than being here. You can find me on my own channel, DSWS Gaming. Me and K Mega tomorrow are gonna have a show that we recently started for Mondays called the Crossover. It's gonna be on my channel this time. Last time it was on his channel. We go back and forth or whatnot. But yeah, you guys can check us out over there tomorrow, and then I got shows going on the rest of the week as well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So definitely check out the channel if you're new. Thanks.
Nice. And as for myself, you can check me out at Max Games on Twitter and then Matt Likes Games on YouTube. That's videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that's where you can find. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this Wednesday and then Wednesday night and Friday night, I'm gonna try to do streams over here. I'll have to nail down the times, but probably around 8 p.m. I'll say. I'll do them over here. But yeah, check those out as well. Just be playing some games, nothing crazy. And then we'll obviously have this every week, Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. So look forward to that. And with that being said, I think we can get on out of here, guys. We will see you next time. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye bye.